I took care of my kids from my life till my job closed. And then after a while, I had to go get resources. Because you know why? What they was giving me wasn't enough.
If you look at the woman with great reverence, the same way you would look at your own mother. Every woman is an extension of your mother.
The young youth boys, they need a man in their role, in their life. They need someone to tell them how to treat a woman, how to take care of their kids. Because my son, he got 2 babies, he's only 19. He need a father to show him, oh, this is what you do. You might don't have much, spend some time with the kids. I try to teach him that and tell him, those your kids, you need to spend time with them.
Sometimes you're raised in a situation where you don't have that dominant male role model, so you don't know how to act when you're put in that position where you should be the dominant male role model, so you run away from it.
Now we gotta understand why some women who get hurt by men, some women who get hurt by men, you know what I'm saying? Over and over again, don't want to have nothing to do with the man. Psychologically, this causes them to want another woman.
Who's first or who last, but I know that y'all just better rock this at the drop of a dime, baby. I don't know what y'all gonna do with this, but it got to be funky. It got to be funky if you're gonna be on it. I don't care who start, I don't care what y'all do, but you got to be finished before the music is through.
Listen closely, so your attention's undivided. Many in the past have tried to do.
Let me ask you a question. When a woman has no recourse whatsoever and the man don't want to be in his life, because we don't want to put the white man on him, but if you have no recourse, would you go to the courts and say, listen, I need child support or not? How you view that?
I'm gonna tell you how I did it in my life. I took care of my kids from my life till my job closed. And then after a while, I had to go get resources. Because you know why? What they was giving me wasn't enough. And I'm the type of mother, I will always get a job and take care of my kids. Just, I don't ask you to give me no money. Just be in their life mentally. They need somebody mentally there to guide them and say, oh, I can't teach you what a man can do. I can only be that as a mother. I can't be 2 parts.
So the money wasn't the important issue. No. It was the issue of absentee.
Yes.
Speak on that.
The absentee, the young youth boys, they need a man in their role, in their life. They need someone to tell them how to treat a woman, how to take care of their kids. Because my son, he got 2 babies, he's only 19. He need a father to show him, oh, this is what you do. You might don't have much, spend some time with the kids. I try to teach him that and tell him, those your kids, you need to spend time with them. You don't go down the road he's going down. You know, it's hard because, see, I can tell them so much and then they run to the streets.
Right.
Well, that's the problem, sisters, because the streets are raising our kids. And what is not in the household is in the streets. So a lot of these youth look at the gang leaders, the Bloods, the Crips, and look at them as the image of a man. And then mentally, they conduct themselves like they do. You know what I'm saying? That's how they get stuck out there now. I think that all men, you know what I'm saying, if they call themselves a man, they need to know what manhood is and what it is to be a man. You see, first I have to understand the science of myself. I must identify with who I am as a man and what my responsibility is as a man in the household. You know what I'm saying? What's my meaning with a woman? How do I treat my kids? How do I develop them in order for the cracker or the European not to get a hold of them mentally? You feel me? That's what's going on in the household. They're being destroyed by the information, and there's nobody there to dissect the information that they're getting on a negative level. There's no man there. Now, it's impossible for a woman to be a man. She can give him an idea of what he's supposed to do, but she can't actually tell him, look, what it is to be a man, because she's a woman. You know what I'm saying? But a lot of women have raised good men, and they came up to be good. But it's not a balance. You know what I'm saying? It's not equal. It's not my act. You know what I'm saying?
So let me ask you another question. Because I hear a lot of the men are complaining now saying that, oh, it's the black woman that's effeminizing our boys with the raise of homosexuality. Do you feel that you being a mother will feminize your boys?
No, I teach them. I'm hard on my boys. I'm hard on any youth boy I come with. I be hard on them and tell them. I try to always tell them the right thing to do. No, it's not no being nice. I ain't into all that with that.
And I agree with you, because women do not turn out homosexuals. Other men turn other men into homosexuals. See, this is why there is a balance, and that's why holy matrimony is important, because a man will be stern on his son but easy on his daughter. A woman will be stern on her daughter but easy on her son. That's why it's a balance. So this is why I disagree that it is women that is infeminizing the boy, but I blame more of the men who are absent in these women's lives. How you gonna blame the woman for turning the boy into a faggot? It's really your absence that's creating this effeminization.
Now,
not the woman.
Now, look,
she doing her job.
Let me be the devil advocate in this now. I have seen women, you know what I'm saying, protect their boy child, don't do this, always don't want them to get involved in this. And what happens with this is that if he got a house full of sisters and he has no man in the house, you know what I'm saying, what's going to happen to that boy? All he have to look up to and see and visualize is a woman. You know what I'm saying? So sometimes psychologically it happens. I'm not saying in all cases. I'm saying it happens because I know people who have been through it and it happened to them.
Now,
you know what I'm saying?
Now, okay, say we go with that ideology. However, is that the woman's fault? No, she's being a woman. It's still the goddamn man's fault because he's absent. If his ass wasn't absent and he was at the home, then we wouldn't even have to worry about that problem.
So Bill, check this out.
It's true. How do you feel about black men who evade their responsibility by not taking care of their children when the relationship becomes sullied?
Leaving the woman to raise the child by herself.
He wants to leave the woman because she don't want to be bothered with him, or he don't want to be bothered with her. Now he leaves out and has no more relationship with his children.
Right.
How do you feel about that? Tell the people.
I think it's cowardly. I'm a little biased because I'm from a single parent family, but just because you and that woman made that child, just because that relationship went away doesn't mean you don't have a child anymore. You just still be committing time, you know, spending money on them, helping them become an adult.
Do you see that going on a regular basis in your community where you at?
Yeah.
Where the brothers are just making babies and leaving the sister to raise a child on her own?
Yeah.
Is there an
Is
there an unproportional number of men, or is this marginal?
No, this is everybody. It doesn't even matter. Like, I know you asked about black men specifically, but it doesn't even stick within color lines. Like, I have white friends, Asian friends, Latino friends.
So we're dealing with a patriarchal mindset. Speak on it.
That's a true statement. It's a cycle. Sometimes you're raised in a situation where you don't have that dominant male role model, so you don't know how to act when you're put in that position where you should be the dominant male role model, so you run away from it.
Sister, you said that you come from a single household, single parent household. Can you give me some understanding of how is it to grow up without dad at home?
It's hard. I mean, it colors everything, even from like a young age, you know, like the daddy's girl. I didn't have that, so, you know, who's your male role model? How should men treat you? You know, teach me how to, I have to, you know, make my own cabinet or shelf or whatever because there's no man to help me. So I grew up to be this independent, quote unquote, bitch because I don't need a man. I learned to live without a man. So the next man has a real hard time coming in. You know,
yeah, I have 5 boys. 2 of them live in California. One of my sons right now, he's 17. He won a scholarship to Africa. He went out here. He bumped his head a couple of times. I had to let them learn on their own because you know what? I can't be always their backbone. Let them know always your mother's not always going to be here. So I raised them real strong and hard. One bumped their head. He been in and out of jail, but now you know what? Since he been in and out now, he said he's going neutral. He not with none of that gang shit. He's just doing what he got to do. He's staying in the house now again like a little kid. He's being a kid again. You know what? He listening to what I have to tell him now because he see, you know what? Only one who got his back is his mother. The only one. And as a parent, we need the man to be there. I don't want to be with you. I just want you to take care of your boys. That's it.
That's right.
It ain't about the money. Cause I'm gonna take care of them. If they need something, I'm gonna give it to them. Just be there for the knowledge.
I want this to be understood also. I want the men to listen to what I'm getting ready to say. A lot of you come into a relationship with women, right? And soon as the relationship is over with the woman, you don't want to deal with the kids no more. You know what I'm saying? Soon as the relationship is over with the woman, you don't want to be responsible no more, man. You're all cowards, man. If you come into an environment with a woman, you're supposed to maintain them children whether they're yours or not. It doesn't mean anything. That's a man standing up for his responsibility. Most men, you know what I'm saying, once the woman is out of their life, they don't want to be responsible for that child.
Yeah,
those are cowards, you know what I'm saying, they need to chop their head off. Go ahead, speak on that, sister.
Because you know what?
Be responsible for that child.
Yeah,
those are cowards, you know what I'm saying, they need to chop their head off. Go ahead, speak on that, sister.
Because you know what? They don't know. When we taking care of them, raising them from they 2 and 3 and getting 4, their feet don't stop growing, their belly don't stop growing, their clothes don't stop growing. Feet don't stop growing, their belly don't stop growing, their clothes don't stop growing. Feet don't stop growing, their belly don't stop growing, their clothes don't stop growing. We have to buy this all ourselves, you know, single parent. The mother, it's hard out here for us. When they say we don't want to be together, they take it out on the kids. The mother, it's hard out here for us. When they say we don't want to be together, they take it out on the kids. They take it out on the kids. They take it out on the kids.
There you go.
And you know what? It's not right because know what, the kid needs you. Even if I don't want to be with you, just stay with your child.
There you go.
Oh, if I don't be with you, oh, you're not going to do nothing for the kids. Yeah, my daughter's father, he in South Carolina. He need to be here every day. I'm working 4 to 12. Get up, go come home at 1 o'clock at night. Got to wake up 6 o'clock in the morning to take my daughter to school. He over there with someone with 5 kids and he only got 1. What's the problem with that?
Wow.
You only got 1 child and you can't be here in New York for me?
Wow.
For that 1 child and she never even see you?
Wow.
Come on.
Now, this sister is a microcosm of a bigger community. Think about this sister times 20 million other black sisters in America right now
That feel the same way.
And you're telling me that we don't have a serious issue as far as gender relationships in our family.
So sister, do you feel that the black man has let the black woman down?
Yes.
In that aspects of it?
Yes. It's not being, because I don't want to be with you. Just take care of your child. Because you know what? The better relationship that the child will see with me and you, that we got to understand it with the child, you and me, they'll see that me and you trying to work something out so we can have a family, just even if we're not together. It ain't always got to be about sex. It ain't always about sex.
So psychologically, with you going through that cycle, right? Not really visualizing a man in your environment, right? So when you come upon a man, you know what I'm saying, you have to learn how and what you have to do with that man, because you were never taught.
Right.
You know what I'm saying, about, you know what I'm saying, you know, what a man is, what he's supposed to do, what he's not supposed to do. You have some idea.
So
but it also, you lower your standards because you want just a man. Because you don't know that you should expect more.
Wow.
Let me ask you this. Does the fact that you not having a father, and not just you, but women, not just black women, affect your ability to be able to know how to love a man? Since you don't have the father growing up, do you say, well, you know, I don't effectively know how to love a man because I didn't see that man-woman love in my household growing up?
Yes and no, but it goes deeper because you have to learn how to love yourself, and part of that is understanding how people should treat you. So you know how when your mom takes care of you, this is how I'm supposed to be treated, this is why I'm wonderful, this is why she's taking care of me. But you don't know what it is that attracts a man to you. So you run after anything.
Wow.
And you don't know when you're in that dynamic what is real love, what is honest, what is true, what is necessary, what is just, you know, he say, she say, just mess that you shouldn't involve yourself in until you've actually been through it and learned the hard way. And not everybody learns, so they repeat that.
So then let me ask you this. And you could say I'd rather not get into that, or you could get into it, but the fact that your biological father wasn't in the house, did your mother ever date another man so that there was a man in the house? So you saying there was never a man in my house? My mother never dated again after?
Mine did not. But on the flip side, there were family friends that came in. I mean, I had examples of black love, like that was still there, but there's a difference between having an example of a relationship that's outside of the home but like still a family friend versus someone that's there day to day.
Yeah, but look now. Now we gotta understand why some women who get hurt by men, some women who get hurt by men, you know what I'm saying? Over and over again, don't want to have nothing to do with the man. Psychologically, this causes them to want another woman. You know what I'm saying? Because they so tired of being hurt by a man, they want to try something new.
All white
you know what I'm saying? All white man.
Let me explain.
All white man.
It's not them being hurt. They don't want to step onto their responsibility. That's what the whole shit is.
No, I'm talking about y'all.
Oh, okay.
I'm talking about women. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? That's the problem, in a nutshell.
And so this is why I teach the divinity of the mother. Because if you look at the woman with great reverence, the same way you would look at your own mother. Every woman is an extension of your mother. Even if the relationship does not work, you will still honor the contract that you have with a mother by being in the baby's lives, and still having a great relationship with the woman. Listen, me and my ex-wife, we're divorced. She is my best friend. We have a great relationship. Both of my children, I have a great relationship with them. You know why? Because I have to have a relationship with my children, and also in having a relationship with my children, I have to also have a healthy relationship with the mother. It ain't about us having sex, it's just about us cooperating with one another.
That's right.
Yin and yang, yin and yang.
Okay, all right, brother.